get the numbers if you haven't already. This is the way you prepare your puck, so you get a good puck. So come grab this dial so they can see the pre-infusion. So when this is the line pressure coming in from the water line because this machine is plumbed. So to get pre-infusion, you open the E61 group valve a little bit until the needle drops, and then you're getting your pre-infusion. I usually count to 5, and then pull my shot. And focus on the part of it. I was running a little fast, but you can steam and pull shots at the same time. Being that it's a heat exchanger machine. So it's got one 2-liter boiler and a pipe that goes through it that preheats the water for the brew head. Then my shot. I'm not great at latte art. Sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not. There's one.
That looks nice.
And let me make one more. This is our afternoon latte session.
Coffee clutch.
Exactly. So I like to rinse this here under the brew head here. Keeps everything nice and hot. Now I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit. And the last espresso was a little fast. These are 18-gram shots. I'll move it over. Good enough for me. And if you want, you can preheat your cup. Water. Boiler automatically refills. But it's pretty quick to recover.
What does that do?
This makes sure there's no clumps and that it's evenly distributed throughout the portafilter. But for 7.5 years, I never used one, and it was good. So I don't know how much value it has, but it seems to be all the rage. So. Another tamp. This is a spring-loaded tamp, so you know you get a consistent tamp every time because it's spring-loaded. So I like that a lot. Some pre-infusion. Sometimes I use pre-infusion, sometimes I don't. Okay, that's a little better speed there. Now, one thing I'm noticing right now is my brew pressure was a little about 9.5, between 9.5 and 10 bar. Usually I like it, I think about 9.5 to 10. Usually I like it between 9 and 9.5, so it's just a smidge high. So I'll adjust that when I'm done with this, but.
What makes a difference?
Minor. You don't want it up around 10 or like 12 or 13. 9 or 9.5 or 10 isn't going to make that big of a difference, at least in my experience. That's that.
That was.
There we go.
Cheers.
Ta-da. The end.